إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه إمام كل رسول ونبي وسيد كل عالم وتقي بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وتركنا على المحجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك فصلوات ربي وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وأهل بيته وذريته أجمعين وبعد عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله العظيم ولزوم طاعته وأحذركم ونفسي من معصيته ومن مخالفة أمره. التقوى هي وصية الله تعالى للأولين والآخرين كما قال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. وبعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. زين للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين والقناطير المقنطرة من الذهب والفضة والخيل المسومة والأنعام والحرث ذلك متاع الحياة الدنيا والله عنده حسن المآب. صدق الله العظيم. Alhamdulillah, my dear brothers and sisters, so today we are talking about those issues that if we reflect upon the society, larger society, so people are suffering from certain issues, certain problems. So what are those problems and what are the solutions from Quranic perspective? So that inshallah we will focus on this issue today. So which is حلول قرآنية للمشكلات الواقعية. حلول قرآنية حل قرآني للمشاكل الواقعية التي تقع على الأرض التي نراها يوميا ونمارسها. فهذه إن شاء الله موضوع اليوم. So what we have found that after reflection upon the society to see that number one problem or issue in the society here, especially in this age and time, and in this society is that beautification of the desires. حب الشهوات تزيين الشهوات, to beautify the love of the desires. So people today in this commercial age that everybody try to add more customers. So whether they are financially, what they have goods, they have a business, even they have idea, they have philosophy. They try to present that philosophy, that goods, in a commercial way, in an advertisement way, to make it so desirable for everybody to get it, to attract people towards this. And in this type of exaggeration, the way they do, what they do, they are far away from the reality. The goods, the products, they are introduced to the community, and they try to advertise that what they advertise, that will be far from the reality of that thing. So I think that we see that in this age and time, that we have seen this social media to advertise things in this way, we haven't seen it before. We never seen this type of advertisement, and the way skillfully they do it, and that's why they charge a lot of money for few seconds of advertisement. They charge sometimes millions of dollars because they try to attract more people towards the goods. It's not only towards the goods, but only there are other ideas, philosophies. They try to beautify those philosophies to the people in order to attract the people towards the philosophy. For example, atheism in these days, other philosophies, other things that what we see in the community, in the society, in Western society, that people day to day, the gender relationship, the concept of this gender relationship. So they try to advertise this one. They try to present it to society and the community in a way to people feel comfortable with this, at least comfortable. And if not, to attract them towards this, but they feel comfortable too. And this is something natural that shaitan is doing this. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned this in Surah Al-Imran, زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهَوَاتِ. It has been beautified for the people, love of the desires. Beautification of the love of the desires. So we are human beings, we have desires. So those desires, the love of those desires has been beautified. So that could be that desires that we have towards women, towards family, kids, and that could be that pile up of gold and silver and cash, those, and also could be agriculture, any type of wealth, property, real estate, anything that they try these desires to be divided in to the people. But all these, as Allah concluded in this ayah, ذَلِكَ مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. This is something that you are mata', that you are benefiting in this world only. Beneficial in this world only. You enjoy it in this world only. Tamattu', mata', muta'. So something that you enjoy in this world. What wallahu indahu husnul ma'ab. But whatever is with Allah, return to Allah, that Allah has kept for you, that is the best. That is the best. Don't attach to this the way it is, but think about the future. Think what Allah has kept for you in that. This is the first issue or problem, that people, they're exaggerating in presenting the desires, the love and the beautification of the desire. So what is the solution? Inshallah, we will be talking after we mention all these three issues. Second issue for the society, the community, that we see that a lot of people, they feel lack of blessings, lack of barakah. They say that there's no barakah in our time. There's no barakah in our money. There's no barakah in our life. There's no barakah in our community. So everything, we have a lot of money that we used to have. We have a lot of resources today that we used to have. We have a lot of salaries or income that before, but still we are not happy with it. Still our demands, still our issues that we want more and more. That is another issue, that we cannot be satisfied with what we have. So this is lack of barakah, blessings. So what is barakah? Barakah in Arabic language means to increase. Increase. For example, you have $500 and someone else has $500, but your $500 will be sufficient for you for all your needs, and still you good for a week or for a month. But for another person, $500 will go in a way that he doesn't feel at all, or it will go in a way that you don't like to spend it that way. So sometimes when we go to shop for family, we spend, and we love to spend, because that is finally coming to my house, to my kids, to my wife, to my family, that we use and we enjoy that one. But if you pay that money that you are paying in Costco, you pay it to pay a ticket, traffic ticket, or pay something else. So that is different. That you pay and you don't like that. So here you pay and you like it, because that's what it's returning to you. So this is less of barakah. So that barakah, that back then, people, when they were transacting with each other, they were treating each other, the connection with the people was based on brotherhood, based on love and mercy. They were connecting with each other. But today, connecting with each other is based on money, financial resources, on anything that they could get out of you. That's why they will connect with you. So this is another issue that today people are everywhere, but especially when we go back home. When we go back home, I just returned from back home. So people back there, that they will be very friendly, brotherhood and all relationship, ties of kinship, they will highly honor those. But today, if you are beneficial to them, if you're benefiting them, if they see that you have something, financial resources, could you help them? They will connect with you. Otherwise, they will not connect with you. They will not even know you. So this is the main issue everywhere, especially with our communities, with Muslim community, that we have this one. And also another issue, the third one that we have is that anxiety and depression. Most of the people, they're suffering from depression for anxiety. So the situation worldwide, and just yesterday, day before yesterday, 10 months completed. 10 months, 10 months, our Muslim brothers and sisters in Gaza and Palestine, they're under bombardment. Thousands and thousands of them being killed and displaced. Millions are displaced. And still, we see the contradiction. People from one hand, they are saying, okay, we are human rights and civil society and this and this. The other hand, nobody's saying anything. They let them do whatever they want to do. Barbaric actions, killing people. This is a contradiction. That's what we hear. So from one side, they say one person hurt or injured, that's make a big news. From other side, there are hundreds and tens of people are being killed every day. Nobody is saying anything. And everybody let them go. Let them do it. This is contradiction. Led people towards depression. We feel bad. Sometimes, wallahi, there are certain times in my lifetime, I cannot bear listening or watching the news. One of it is this. I cannot. If you watch these news, what is happening, the people, then you either depressed or you are going to do something. So we don't want to do any of these two things. So this is the situation. Another time was in the time in Bosnian war. When we were watching the news and what happened, those genocide happened there, that the massacres happened. So that we couldn't watch that. As a human being, not as a Muslim. As a human being, we cannot watch to see all these things happening in this 21st century. And nobody, that is going to lead towards depression. So these are the main issues and the main problem that in the society, people, they are suffering. Inshallah, we will come to see that what is the solution Quranic way. What is the Quranic perspective and solution of these things? Inshallah, we will continue. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil kitab wa sunnah wa nafa'ana wa iyyakum bima fihima min al-ayati wal hikmah. Aqulu qawli hadha wa astaghfirullah ta'ala li wa lakum wa lil muslimina min kulli dhanbin wa khati'ah fastaghfiruhu innahu huwal ghafurur rahim. الحمد لله رب العالمين واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى اله الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى اصحابه اجمعين والتابعين لهم باحسان الى يوم الدين وبعد. Dear brothers and sisters, so all these remain issues that people are complaining or they have in their life. And the issues, as we said, the first one, the beautification of the love of desires. So people, they beautify their desires, they beautify the love of the desires in a way far from the reality, from the facts on the ground, so in order to attract other people. It's not only about goods and not only about the business, it's about ideas, philosophies, religions. They try to present their religion, their philosophy in a way in order to attract the youngsters, to attract the youth related to all these ideas that they introduce in the society. There were some ideas that they couldn't present it 50 years ago, even 20 years ago in this community, in this society. But today it is legal, it is lawful, it is legalized by the court, by Sharia court, by here Supreme Court, Supreme Court of the land or other courts. So those are the things, that these things happening because of the change in the values, the value of the people. And also the other thing that people are feeling, that less barakah in their life. So the first issue, that with the beautification of the love of their desires, what is the solution for that one? And that is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Maryam, in talking about the previous people, previous generations and nations, فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ. So they were replaced by successors. other generation, next generation came after them. What did they do? أضاعوا الصلاة. They neglected salah. إضاعة الصلاة, that to neglect, ignore salah, or not perform salah, or perform it with a way which will not be acceptable. واتبعوا الشهوات. We were talking about the shahawat. We are talking about the desires. When you neglect salah, then shahawat comes in. So if you are regular, punctual over your salah, desires are going to be pressed down. They'll not come up. So salah is the solution. In this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that if you perform salah, so shahawat, desires, the beautification of desires will not affect you, will not influence you. So what is going to be happening? Salah means salah with khushu and khudu, with having complete presence in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That type of salah will take you that out of this temptations of the wealth, property, people, women, men, families, kids, and ideas. Those temptations will be taken away if you stick to our salah. Salah means iqamatu salah, establishment of salah, not just performance of salah. To establish salah is different from performance of salah. Establish means to perform salah with full arkan, fara'id, wajibat, sunan, mustahabat, even before salah, before you are in prayer. Prayer, some people, they ask what is the important thing to do when we are in salah to get khushu. That is not only within salah, you do stuff that you get khushu. It's before salah. How you prepare your salah, yourself for salah. How, with which intention you come to the masjid. How prepare you come to the masjid. In Jummah, how you prepare yourself. With wudu, with everything, with perfume, with sunnahs, with all that you have to wait. And then you are coming and with everything perfectly done. So then that salah will be with khushu. But a person just right away, not thinking, and then just come and enter the masjid with no preparation, with nothing, what type of salah will be that? So not only salah that we perform, salah that we have to teach our kids, our family. Not only salah that we perform, that salah that perform with jama'ah. Salah would perform at Jummah at home in the masjid. So if we do that salah, that is the solution. That we will not be influenced by the temptations, with the false advertisement, with the beautification of the desires. So that's the first one. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. أَقِمِ الصَّلَاةِ إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ. So establish prayer, because prayer is going to prevent you from fahsha, from immoralities. All these immoralities that we see that we prevented by salah, and also from munkar, from evil. That's the first solution of the issue. The second issue, which is to feel the less barakah, and feel that there is no tawfiq, there's no help from outside that you accomplish something. So people today, they feel that, okay, there is no barakah in my wealth, in my money, in my time, in my life. So that is, what is the solution for that? That is what Isa alayhi salam, when he started talking, and he said, وَبَرًّا بِوَالِدَتِي وَلَمْ يَجْعَلْنِي جَبَّارًا شَقِيًّا. That he was bar bil-walid. Barran bil-walida, Isa alayhi salam is a special case. He doesn't have walidain, he has walida. One. He has only mother. So that he is righteous. He is righteous towards the mother. Righteous to mother. Mother will avoid the shaqawa. Lam yajalni jabbaran shaqiyya. Jabarut in shaqawa. That is, in case if someone is not bar, is not righteous towards the parents, it will lead to a shaqawa. But if you are bar with your parents, bar means be righteous and do good, serve and obey, dutiful towards the parents, and that will save you. And that will save you from the difficulties, from the lack of the barakah and then blessings. It will bring blessings to your life. It will bring blessings to your life if you be dutiful to our parents. So most of us, we see that. If someone is not dutiful to the parents, their life is miserable. Life is miserable. And so to save yourself and to be prosperous, and that is going to be the only way to be committed to your parents. And the third thing is the feeling of depression. That we see people, mostly they are feeling depressed and anxiety, that depression and anxiety that they have this situation. So that the solution, Allah said in the Quran in Surah Taha, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِ, the one who turned away from my dhikr. Dhikr of Allah, what is dhikr of Allah? The most important dhikr is Quran. إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. This is dhikr, Quran is dhikr. So if someone turn away from Quran what? Turn away from deen, turn away from Sharia, turn away from the way of life, turn away from constitution. If someone turn away from this, then what would happen? فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكَ. That person will have a depressed life. He will be depressed in his life. So turn away from the Quran will lead towards depression. So those who are depressed, if they stick to Quran, if they start reciting Quran, and they start acting upon the Quran, and you do those adhkar in the morning, in the afternoon, so depression will go away. There are a lot of the superstitions that we hear from the parents, from the people. They say, oh, I might have been something possessed or magic or those. Brothers and sisters, wallahi, if you have straight faith in Allah, if you recite Ayatul Kursi in the morning and the evening, if you recite all those 3 surahs, if you recite other du'as and adhkars in the morning and the afternoon, nothing will harm you. Nothing will harm you. So have straight faith and then stick to the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if someone is away from the dhikr, and that's what happened. So these are the things that we are going to practice Islamically, because Quran came to bring us prosperity. Taha, ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'an litashqa. Quran didn't come for the people to make their life miserable, to make their life beautiful, to improve their life, to bring happiness, prosperity to their life. So Quran is the solution to bring you happiness. Quran is the solution to bring you bring you out of depression and out of anxiety. And that is what we are thinking, that today we see that what is happening in the world, so that's depression. But inshallah, keeping straight faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah is capable of delivering the victory in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not in the hand of those people who are surrounding Gaza, not those countries who are claiming that they are member of OIC, not those countries that they are saying Islamic countries. No, those people, they were tried several times and they failed, and they wait until Gaza is crushed, and then they establish the relationship and they normalize their relationship with them. So don't care about those, but care about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Care about the book of Allah, and that will be the solution for all of our problem.